to Snake Davis. We're here at the Sands venue in Blackpool. Now, you've played here before, Snake. First of all, what do you think to the place here in the Sands in Blackpool?
It's an unbelievable venue. It's a dream in many ways. I mean, it's Ronnie Scott's plus. It's comfortable, beautifully laid out, and as you'll vouch, Paul, very posh, isn't it? It's it's the kind of place where you walk in and you feel it's already a special night, and that's before we even strike up.
That's right. And the owner, Peter Swan, does an awful lot to support live music, doesn't he?
He's done an incredible job. There's the place over in Gainsborough, which preceded the Sands here, and it's just we just really hope that it'll weather the January, February storms and keep going. I think Peter's in for the long haul. And it's fantastic for us guys that he's putting quality music on in such a prestigious venue in the north of England.
Mm-hmm. Right, now you're here as the Snake Davis Band tonight, and you also do shows with the Snake Davis and the Suspicions, which is a different type of show. Can you talk us through the two distinct shows, if you like, the Snake Davis Band and the Suspicions Band?
Yeah, for sure. Snake Davis Band obviously is better known, and that's our four-piece, where we're crossing a lot of genres. We're playing smooth jazz, playing rhythm and blues, playing soul, and we're playing some floaty ambient things with the exotic woodwinds. And more people are familiar with that lineup. But the Suspicions is something that we've had in one form or another for more than 2 decades. It's an 8-piece. It's very much a soul band. We've got brass section, 2 girl singers, myself singing as well, and it's all pure soul, northern soul, Stax, Atlantic, Motown, floor packers. We do maybe 1, maximum 2 ballads in the night, which might be a Marvin Gaye tune or something like that, and it's real dancey, proper, soulful soul music.
Right, so give us an idea of some of the songs you do with the Suspicions Band.
Yeah, we do. You'd probably hear something by Booker T, like Green Onions. You'd hear certainly at least 1 Marvin Gaye tune, at least 1 Junior Walker tune. Some more obscure Northern Soul, kind of things you would have heard at Wigan Casino and the Twisted Wheel, a couple of decades ago. And a little bit of Motown as well, and that's it really.
Right, okay, and obviously you're doing that in a roundabout, and the dates are on the website, so we'll come to that in a little bit. Okay, and you recently brought a new CD out, a completely different concept to the normal Snake Davis CDs. This was called Snake Strings. Now, what's that all about?
Snake Strings, huge departure. Something I've been dreaming about for at least a decade. It's a sound that I wanted to experiment with and hoped would work. It's myself and a string quartet. So what I didn't want to do is just tag on a string quartet to one of the existing outfits, which would have been relatively easy compared to what we have done, which is to create a new ensemble, just myself and the traditional string quartet of 2 violins, cello and viola. I just wanted to have that sound, the saxophone against just the strings. Tried it mocked up in the studio, and I had an opportunity to try it briefly on the road in Japan with a Czech orchestra who was touring with us. Became even more convinced that it would work. Auditioned British players. Still very new, this baby. So it was only about a year ago. Found 4 fantastic players, actually not far from here, players based in the Northwest, freelancing in Halle and Opera North and Liverpool Phil. And they were just so keen, so up for it. We had a whole bunch of rehearsals, and they helped me with arrangements as well. And it became a reality just within the last few months. We've got a handful of shows under our belt. On the lookout for new venues. It works beautifully in churches and lovely art centres, town halls, that kind of thing. And so come March, we're going to be hitting the road with that again.
Right. So, for people who are trying to envisage what this might be, give us an idea of a couple of the songs that you've done with the snake strings.
Mm-hmm. Once again, quite a wide spectrum. We've got Maria from West Side Story, which is track 1 on the album and opens the show usually, and that really worked like a dream the way I hoped it would. And then we've got the soul stuff. We've got to do River Deep, Mountain High, and we do Walking on Broken Glass, Eurythmics track that I really hoped would work and does work. And then we do some classical pieces, bit of Bach, bit of Fauré, and anything in between. A couple of beautiful film themes as well.
Right, and just to get you in the mood for a bit of snake strings, here is River Deep, Mountain High. Forgot that already, so we can edit that in. So dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Have you got anything you want to ask? Right, okay. So we're looking ahead to 2012, Olympic year, Jubilee year. Lots of exciting things going on. What's happening with Snake this year?
Nothing connected with the Olympics. I think we thought of pitching for something to do with the Olympics, but the paperwork beat us, so we never did. So for us, it'll be a year of lovely shows, moving on all the different projects. Got the Burden of Paradise out on the road also. And there's lots of lovely shows. There's going to be a new Snake Davis album this year, so reflecting the stuff we do here in the Sands tonight, the Snake Davis Band. That should be out by summer, all being well, with a fair wind behind us. And as many shows as we can pack in. I might be drafted over to Japan, I think, later in the year to tour with a Japanese rock star. It's something that I do every year or so. It's almost a break for me because I can only do one job at a time out there, and I don't have to drive the van or set the gear up, and then I come back with my batteries recharged. So there might be a bit of Japanese snaking later in the year.
All right. And if people want to find out more about what you're doing and a bit more about your music, is there a website they can look at?
Yeah, the website is snakedavis.com. No E in the Davis, snakedavis.com. And lots of news and info on there. And my keyboard player, Paul Birchall, he's, as you know, Paul, he's my long-time sidekick. He's also up to some interesting stuff. So it's also worth giving him a Google, Paul Birchall, Birchall. He's always up to no good with his various projects. So find us on the website as you've demonstrated, you guys. It's a great way to spread information and find out what's happening.